She is too young to remember the hardships that many faced in the civil rights movement, but Michelle Browder draws hope from those events. Now she's found a great place to share that story. WSFA 12 News anchor Tanya Terry talks to this community leader of modern Montgomery, new at 5.
No need to keep looking for Slap Your Mama style cooking when you can find it at the Mark Cafe. Come on in.
Located on historic Sayre Street in downtown Montgomery, it's a home full of history with reminders of the past all around, but also mixed in new images that speak to a new generation of leaders. Michelle Browder is the mother of this house, so to speak, created as a sanctuary for young minds looking for a sense of purpose.
It stemmed from a trip to the United States Supreme Court, and once we returned back to Montgomery, Alabama, one of the students broke down in tears and she said, "You cannot expose us to something so powerful and then leave us with nothing to do."
It's the meeting place of Browder's youth movement. She calls it I Am More Than, and it's designed to make youngsters feel connected in this high-tech social media world in a different way and challenged to change, first themselves, then their community.
We talk. And I think that's what they're missing. You know, they're so engulfed and, and enamored in all of their little friends on social media. But when you disconnect and you start having real conversation, when you start producing artwork and you're noticing, oh my gosh, I'm suffering from some trauma, it opens up a whole new world for them and they want more.
Through songs, spoken word, and art, Browder taps into their imagination and opens up a whole new world, inviting them to dream of the home away from home for these young people so they can learn not only more about their history, but learn how they can do things right now to make their future something they can be proud of as well. Tanya Terry, WSFA 12 News.
In school, they give you the runaround just so that you can pass the test. But when I went there, I actually learned history and the stuff that happened. I think it's important because if you learn all that stuff, then you can finally form an opinion. And if you form an opinion, that means you can make change. You can't make change if you don't know what you really want.
And especially from a young age, if you see things from a young age, you realize what needs to be fixed in the world.
Truth be told, it's art, it's music, it's motivation, and together it's conversation.
But I was 20 years old at the time, and I wanted to fight. But his message got through to us because he had a way of galvanizing our thoughts.
We gotta call this out real fast. I need you to help me count, all right? You start with 1. Everybody go around. Let's figure out how many people in this group. 1, 2, go, what you?
Hey, I'm Ernest Carter. I'm 19 years old. I'm a proud graduate from Robert E. Lee High School, and now I attend Alabama State University where I'm a sophomore and I'm there on a scholarship. I was a troubled child. I always got in trouble in school, getting put out, fighting, staying out here in Tulane Gardens where there was nothing but trouble. But before the trip, we went to Washington, D.C. It made a big impact on my life, and I felt like I really needed to change my life because people are out here getting sentenced for things that was not even worth. Now I'm doing things that I never thought I would be doing, and it's just making me a better person.
Wow, all I can say is, well, this has been an amazing experience, and it's been amazing with More Than Tour. And always been reading about this, like as a kid, coming to Montgomery, seeing everything myself, it's just amazing. It's surreal, if I can use that word.
Hi everyone, my name's Jordana Strager, and I wanted to thank you all for letting me be a part of I Am More Than Put Yourself in Their Shoes. I'm an artisan designer and started the company Sneakers by Jordana when I was in high school. I first just doodled on sneakers for fun for my friends and family. However, over time, I started receiving orders from people all around the country. I grew my company greatly and have worked with corporate companies such as Taco Bell and the Barclays Center, charities such as the Grammy Foundation and St. Mary's Hospital, and also I've made sneakers for celebrities such as Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, and Nick Cannon. Here's a pair of my custom sneakers. I go to the University of Michigan, and once I got to college, I started receiving sneaker orders for all different college themes. I had so many orders and I couldn't fill them, so I went to my mom and her friend Lisa and asked how we could get this type of sneaker mass produced. I realized that there were no college sneakers on the market for students and fans to wear to football games and tailgates. We then came up with the idea for Skicks, and here's a pair of our Michigan-themed sneakers. We started with 4 licenses for Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Syracuse, but over the past few years have grown the company greatly and now have over 50 licenses for all different colleges. I want to encourage all of you to follow your dreams. I followed mine and I love every second of it. Thank you.
My name is Brian Stevenson. I am the Executive Director of the Equal Justice Initiative. I'm a lawyer, and I grew up in a community where lawyers opened doors for me in ways that I've never forgotten. I grew up in a poor community in the rural South where black children couldn't go to the public school that we drove past every day on our way to the colored school. And then one day, lawyers came into our community and made them open up the public schools, and that's what gave me the opportunity to go to high school, college, and law school. And when I graduated from law school, I wanted to open up more doors for more people who had been treated unfairly. Poor people, people of color, people wrongly convicted, people sentenced unfairly. And for the last 30 years, I've represented people on death row, people in jails and prisons, and people who have been mistreated by our criminal justice system. And I'm really proud to get up each day and do work that I really believe in. It's a real privilege, it's a real opportunity to do work that you not only are excited about intellectually, but also motivated by what you feel in your heart. I've always wanted to be a lawyer who's led not just by ideas in my mind, but also some conviction in my heart.